Okay, now we're down to the speeches. So I don't have Andy's first speech title, so I'll just introduce Andy Nixon for his sixth speech.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters guests. Glad everybody could come out today. It's actually really nice to have a pretty big group in here. I want to start my speech off with reading a line from a song. See if you can guess what this is. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Does anybody recognize that song?
American Pie.
Don McLean's American Pie. Yes. So my speech today is about vocal variety. And one of the things that I thought about when I was coming up with a speech is, how does vocal variety play into everyday life? Where do you see it most? Obviously, vocal variety during a speech like this is something that Toastmasters would like us to work on, and I was trying to find examples of vocal variety. I found those examples inside of this song. This song is one of my all-time favorite songs. I actually would venture to say that this is probably one of the best songs an American songwriter has ever done. American Pie is a very, very famous song. There are a few lines in here that kind of make you think about vocal variety, and what happens is, if you're playing along with the guitar, the chords will change. The way he says the words changes during the song also. So as I go through and read a couple of these, I want you to think about the song. February made me shiver with every paper I'd deliver. So this song actually is about the day the music died. The song is about Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Ritchie Valens. They all died in a plane crash in 1959. The songwriter actually took this song and wrote about the day the music died. That was a very significant day for him. He was having a very hard time dealing with it. So in 1971, when he wrote the song, he started coming up with words like February made me shiver with every paper I'd delivered. He learned about the plane crash when he was delivering newspapers. Interesting point about songwriting. When he sings that line, it's a very somber tone. The tone is very somber. He wants you to think about what he was feeling when he read that and how it impacted him. And I think that's a very, very important part of the song itself and actually showing vocal variety. Another line, I was a lonely teenage bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. It's actually a really kind of a catchy phrase, brings you along a bit. The chords, when you play it on the guitar, they're upbeat. The song itself, when you sing the song, those words are particularly upbeat. They're like that for a reason. He wanted to let everyone know that he was a teenager once, and he remembered what it was like to be a kid and really enjoy life, I guess. I want to go through and talk about another couple lines. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off for the fallout shelter. That's an interesting line as well. The chord progression there when you play it on a guitar is a little bit somber. He's actually writing about the Manson family, if you can believe that. Helter skelter was what they thought was going to bring the world to an end at one point in time. And again, this goes back to his songwriting progression. The day the music died changed the entire world. Helter Skelter was just a part of that. So it's a natural progression. Another one of my favorite lines from this song also is, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space. Obviously in the 60s we landed on the moon, did some really cool things. When he sings that in the song, there's a personal perspective that he brings to that. He's talking about his generation and himself and what they felt. They really enjoyed that generation. Unfortunately, I wasn't a part of it, but watching the race to the moon, Kennedy's basically challenge to the whole country, we need to put a man on the moon. They did it, and they all felt like they were a part of it. To move on, the end of the song. The end of the song itself is very interesting, I think, because he talks about the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. He's writing about Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper. Never mentions them at all, except right there, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. So he's kind of pulling at your heartstrings when he's writing the song. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost is a Christian thing. When you listen to the song, you kind of feel that. And that's another part of the song that's very interesting. They caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. That's probably the best line in the whole entire song. Again, I think that throughout this song, he's taken you through his life, and the song and the music progresses in a way that's very interesting, and he shows pretty good vocal variety during the whole entire song. And it brings you up and down and around a whole wave of emotions better than probably any song that was written back in the 70s. Thank you very much.